Okay, do video, they say, but you're not really wanting to jump in front of camera. So how do you do video without jumping in front of camera? And you've also written a whole heap of blogs. So how the hell do you make the most of those? Well, that's what we're going to show you in this episode of Tools from My Toolbox. We're going to take a blog and we are going to turn it into a video that you can use in your stories, in Instagram, on YouTube, wherever you want. Simply taking that blog post and turning it into a video that you can repurpose that content over and over again. So let's get started. Okay, so today's tool that we're going to look at and explore in Tools from My Toolbox is a tool called Pictory. Now, Pictory AI is an automatic video creator. It happens to be really, really cool to be able to edit your videos and cut them down and do all of those sorts of things as well. But today we're looking at one feature from Pictory AI, and that is how to take a blog post and turn it into video simply by pretty much copy and pasting the URL and a few other clicks along the way. So come along with me as I show you another tool from my toolbox and we delve into the world of Pictory AI. Okay, here is Pictory AI. Now, Pictory allows you to be able to do quite a number of things along the way. You can go from a script to video, you can article to video, visuals to video, or you can edit videos with voice and text. And I do a number of these things using Pictory. It's a really handy tool that we have within our toolbox. And I will show you all of these other features at one other stage in time. But you've written that blog. That blog is got amazing content in it. And if it's one like this that's got 3 or 4 different tips in it, or 5 different tips in it in case in this one, it's got a chance that it could translate very well into video as well. So we're going to copy our video URL over here from the browser and we're going to head to Pictory and we're going to paste it in. It's that simple. One click in. We're one click in and we've done that. So one click in and we got started. Now I'm already part of Pictory's group, so I can get rid of that one. It's now extracting the message in the article. So it's going through and it's processing all the message for us to be able to then turn the key messages and the key statements that the AI picks up into a video. Now, it could be a short video, a long video. You could grab these out and snippet it out into shorts. You could do a lot of different things when you are sharing your blog post using Pictory to be able to do this. It's a very, very handy tool. And when you're doing long form video, the other tool that I like is the editor that I mentioned. And I will come back sometime over the next couple of weeks and do a video and a tutorial for you on that one. Okay, so the idea, it's going through the process over here. So working from home is not always a pajama party. What it's looked at is the key messages. So the idea of working home leads itself to an image of relaxation. I'm going to pop those in. Think fluffy slippers sounds ideal, right? I'm just going to hit wrong. And I've put in some extra key statements. Now I'm making this one a little bit longer. So as you can see, working from home. So I'm going to get rid of this message up here if I can for a second. No, I don't need to. It's coming in the title. It's all good. So think about so stand a chance, get planning, do beautiful. So we were talking about, that means to stand a chance getting anything done but on your morning latte, you need to employ a certain level of self-discipline. Get planning. It's got some key statements in there. Take breaks, set up a dedicated workspace. I'm actually going to get rid of this one. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this one as well. I'm just going to keep it to the short, sharp messages. So get planning, take breaks, set up a dedicated workspace. And if you really love working for your company, give yourself the last hour of the day there. Ensure you've got the kit you need. Consider co-working is another one from there. I'm going to get rid of the consider co-working and that one there. I'm going to keep the points to just working from home. So we'll get rid of that one and we'll cross this one out as well. And there we go. That said, for some people, being their own boss is their own motivator. And for some it doesn't work, so be careful about getting too excited. So it's just a little bit a message from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take that one out as well. Ensure you've got the kit you need. Need discipline as if you were in an office environment. So okay, we could add some extras in here. I'm quite happy with this one, so we're just going to keep moving forward so we can keep you guys going for today. Now, this is where you've got the opportunity to choose how you want it to be. Do you want it to be a portrait video? Do you want it to be a landscape one? Depending on how long it's going to be. I'm going to try for portrait because I'm going to look at putting this up on an Instagram story or a TikTok or something. along those lines, even though I popped in some extra words that maybe aren't great. Maybe I should have just gone tips from working from home, but let's see how we're going. What it's doing now is it's creating a storyboard of the video of those key messages that we are looking at. It's grabbing some images from my site. It's happened to grab one that I most probably don't need. And I can delete that slide out, the title slide that I didn't want to look at from there before. Now it's brought in some different media, and it's brought in some things from story blocks and going through. Now we're 1 minute and 17 seconds. It's going to be over. Yeah, it's going to be over the time limit. So what if we did some stuff here and we did a little bit of editing and we get rid of scene one, we go scene one and we talk about the idea of lends itself to think fluffy slippers and pajamas. Okay, let's move that scene out. So if we delete that one over here, we can delete that one. Okay, are we under? We're 1 minute 10s. Okay, I'm going to actually, to get this under time, I'm going to delete the previous scenes. We're going to not worry about talking about people from wrong. We're going to talk about working from home. I'm going to start with a hard hitting point. So start with a point. Working from home is exactly that. Working from home. That means to stand a chance. You need to get planning, take breaks, and ensure you have the kit you need. Now we could add a scene in if we wanted to at the end, but I think this is now going well. We're now at 54 seconds, which means that this is a story that's going to work for us. Now, if we have a bit of a preview, we can see what the articles are and whether we like it. I'm going to go over here and start to go visuals, and I'm going to type in my keywords, which is most probably home office. Okay, and then over here, we can change the media. We can also add voiceovers. We can trim the video. We can do all sorts of things that we need to do. So I'm looking at home office, seeing how we're going to go, and we might just change that media across. So we've changed our media across over here. Scene number 2. We'll go to something else that looks like a home office, not with a green screen. We might put this one in here. And running through just a few more home office ones that maybe sit more on my brand and my style. So you can pick any media that you want out and pop it in. Take breaks. That's okay. Set up a dedicated workspace. This one's looking good, but it's maybe not 100% sitting how we want it to. It's not as centered as I would like to see a dedicated workspace. So we might use this video over here where it's a little bit off, not off kilter, but it's still sitting there. And if you really love working from your comfy spots, get there for a Friday afternoon. So we might go home office bed or bed and laptop. There we go. There's our bed and laptop. And then scene number 8 finally is ensure that you've got the right kit you need. And I might just look at desk. Okay, and pop this nice little one of this desk in here as well. Okay, so what we've got now is we've got our scenes in here. We can change the audio across if we want to as well. This is the one that I've currently got in here. Just hit the little preview button, play button over here, and you can preview what it sounds like. I'm going to apply that one. Sounds nice for me in this process. Okay, over here you've got your stories. So you've got the story as your timeline you want it to be. So you can see your timer over here. We've got our format, our style over here, and our format. So we can change how we want the video to appear. So if we want to use a different theme style, we can definitely do that. We've got a lot of hit of gold in our one here. I might choose this one here. It's a little bit more my color styles and that sort of stuff. So what I'm going to do now is preview it and show you what it looks like. The watermarks will come off the graphics when you publish the video and it's part of your membership. And we've got our scenes coming through. That's not looking too bad. But that one is not a work from home graphic, so I need to change that one out. Final bits of the preview are coming through, getting planning. Take breaks. Workspace is looking okay. Okay, so that makes a really handy 4 tips for video from working from home. Now this one here that I said to you wasn't a home office. We need to just go back to our visuals over here, and we might just grab a nice little image that might look a little bit more like a home office or a different space. Actually, because it refers to latte, let's grab a latte and put that in there. Here we go. Preview that graphic for a second. Yeah, that'll work. So we'll pop that one in. So there we go. We've got our morning latte in there. Now all we've got to do is hit the generate the video button, and that's going to generate that video, and it is there ready for us to go. Now we generated the video. You can also generate a spreadsheet of social posts that you saw to go with that. So give it 2 seconds. We'll let it finish up our video. So it's creating the scenes. Now our video has rendered. We can generate it, we can export the text, it's saved under our project, or we can copy the link. So that is that process. Okay, I did say to you we'd show you how to turn it into images as well. So I'm just going to quickly close this off so that I can get rid of this one, get my notifications out of here. See how we got generate? We've got generate a spreadsheet of social video posts. So we're going to do that right now. And what that's doing is that's generating video posts with a spreadsheet that's going to go through the process. So how I'm working from home, selecting the start date, digital marketing hashtags, anything like that we want to pop in here. Hit the little next button. How often do we want them to frequently go through? We hit the next button from here. And it's going to create a CSV spreadsheet for us that will help us with working from home. Now, I would have added a few more targeted hashtags, but I want to get you through this process as it starts to generate video snippets for social sharing. So we're going to go through this one. Now that we are done and our snippets have been created, they've taken key statements out of the videos that we can look at being able to share. We hit the download CSV button, and then from there we are ready to go. We have social posts, we have videos, and we have different ways of being able to share it. So how cool is that? Okay, so there we go. We've taken a blog post, we've created a story video out of it, but we could create a long form video out of it as well. You can play around with as many features as you like, or using Pictory AI. And then we've used Pictory's help with our key statements as well to help us create some social posts that will go along with that video. So that's a pretty handy tool to include in your marketing toolbox. Pictory has, as I said, many other features, and I'll come back and teach you how to use a few more of them over the next couple of weeks.